All right. Looks like I'm live. So let me head over to YouTube so I can look at things the way you guys look at things. Refresh. And we wait. So we are on book 4 of our scraps. Well, not our. I'm on book 4 because, as far as I know, nobody else actually is doing Scraps of Joy. Um, so I am on book 4. I've filled 4 books since I started. Technically 3.5 because this one was already started, but uh, we'll look at how far into it we were because this is a big chunky thing. Oh, there, finally. It's slow. I think I'm going to have to mute because I was in Rosemary's live lurking earlier. So, just have to wait for it to come up. Okay, so there, we're muting that. And I doubt anybody's going to come in. It's awfully, awfully late. I tried to come on earlier and I couldn't get the YouTube kept saying my camera was in use, and that's Google accessing my camera. So I think I'm going to keep it unplugged until I go live from now on. So book 1, book 2. This is the third one I did, which is my very first 12 of 22. Turned it into a little glue book, which keeps my 12 of 22 simple. I really just have to work on a cover because the rest of it will get filled in later. Oops, I got Fozzie Krueger over here. It's got a corner that's coming up. It happens sometimes. All right, so 1, 2, 3, and this is the one I'm currently working in. This is the fabric covered one, and I added a little thing to it. So we'll start here. We're not going to flip through this one because almost everybody has seen it. So I put 2020 and not 2022 there. Dork. We don't need to relive 2020. It's not a fun year. Okay, so this is day 4. Day 3. Day 2. Who knows where day 1 is? Oh, day 1 right here. And then this one must have already been done. So this was day 1. And there's probably, I think, just this page that had already been done. I think all the rest of this is from the Scraps of Joy process. And it is chunky. But I'm happy. It sits up all by itself. Sit, Ubu, sit. So that's our first book. And I'm going to count that as a whole book because there's so many pages in it. And most of them are actually part of the Scraps of Joy. So that's our first book. And we're not going to flip that one because you guys have all seen it. All right. So this is book 2, book 3, and book 4. And this is the one I'm in right now. And most of the pages are filled, I think. There's maybe slightly less than half. And let me clear off this stuff right here. Time allowing and interest. I'll do some glue booking in the summer glue book, which I haven't been working on. So this is, hey, Carla. What's your line? I don't know what your line is. I don't know what I said. As soon as it's out of my mouth, it's out of my head. Hi, Carla. I did get your message. I passed it on to Els. It's a awesome idea. My only thing with those in the round kind of projects, sometimes they get lost. Like somebody drops the ball or it gets lost in the mail. It's a good line, Carla. It's a good line. So this is the one we made out of a upcycled. It was a it was off of the cover or the back of something, and we did the collage on the front together, and then I added to it throughout the tenure of the journal. So this one, and I did the back as well, just something simple. So this is we'll do yes, I'm just writing on it. I'm a horrible person. Book 2, Scraps of Joy. I may regret this later when I this is days 19 through 49, and it covers April 19th through May 20th. Hey Laura V, long time no see. Elle's not going to tell me what line I said. That's her line. Yeah. But Els has some ideas about it, so I don't know if she's talked about it on her channel. Scraps your favorite. You are the queen of scraps. That is true. And a definition of scraps for this project, incredibly loose to the point of I consider magazine images scraps at this point. I used a lot more scraps in this one, and because as some of you know, I have not been live in I think close to 3 weeks now. These two are mostly single images. One, because of the size of the book, but two, because my depression was kicking my butt. And I wanted to glue something down, even if it was just a thing and a word, to keep it going. You know, basically. Hey, Angie, welcome. Just to keep the project going, to stay in the right frame of mind, to hopefully bring some positivity. So we started off kind of light and fluffy, and we went down to, general creep. Oh, that evil 4-letter word keeping you from your true joy. I think this is a Carla thing. She said Hooties about the owls, and then I had the thought of Hootie and the Blowfish, and I made it happen. So there's the actual Hootie, and there's some blowfish. This one has Trump's lips. Some guy did a whole Photoshop series of Trump's lips onto blowfish, so I picked one of those. That's Trump's lips on a blowfish, and I found that amusing, so I put it in here. So Carla, I think it was you that said it, so that one's in honor of you. These aren't in any particular order. Let's see, what day do I think this started on? Days 19 through 49, and this is day 46. So I think this is one of the last ones I did, because I left the first 2 pages blank, so they were done near the end. And then I did this quote over here off a meme, and I put a little Frankie on there, and his t-shirt says "I'm alive." I think he's got kind of a sassy, fun face. I'm not live on my own live, dang it. I can do this. So he's just got a sassy. I don't like the doodling on it. I was attempting to doodle. I hate the doodling. Okay. So this was our day 19. So this was our first official collage when we started out the book, besides the cover. And I can't see the date on this one. So moving on. This is day 21. So that's day 20. I must not have wrote it on there. Day 21. I must not have wrote dates on some of these, or I covered them up with tabs. I don't know. And they're not necessarily in order. This is day 24. I did this one live. And then what if you get abducted today? And then you had ice cream. They're just meant to be fun and silly. I love the little dog in his sunglasses with his kind of atlas tie. Uh-oh. Oh no, it's just because and this is this isn't one of those big envelopes from the post office. If you like order stamps, a sheet of stamps, they send it to you in a big envelope, and it had a nice big window in it. This is day 32. The fortune said your future looks bright, and you can see this was still in my. I was okay because it's collagey. I loved her in her dark dress, and she's got tattoos on her, or they put tattoos on her. They could be temporary tattoos. Then over here, this girl in the big sweatshirt. Fashion just eludes me. And then we did, this one's pretty thick. You know, and then this day I just picked out creepy things and a sunset, and I went with it. So this is day 41. This is day 44. This is, it's, the truck was jumping over a fence or something. And so I just had a little fun with it. I don't know. I was feeling, then there's fruit. Oh my God, Els, are you needy today? And then this was the 4th and the 5th of May. So they're Star Wars themed. This is day 45, which was the 16th of May. This is day 43. That's one of those tickets Els gave me. I should maybe put a little color on that. And then there's a fossil in a dry riverbed. That was kind of how I felt that day. You're very needy today. Why? Why are you needy today? Is it because Mike is working? Then it was just a doorway and it looked normal, and I put a help me on it. This is day 37, and this is day 35. Encourage each other daily while it is still today. And this one says the potential for greatness is in each of us. And then that one's just some stuff that made me happy. It's like creepy woods and some nature stuff, some fruit. Trying to feel a little positive stuff going on here. We got a strawberry heart and some blackberries. We always got to have creepy eyes on everything. That's days 29 and 31. So I did not do the book in order. I kind of go all over the place to keep the spine from rolling. Give her some hugs. You know she loves some hugs. Then this is just a collection of photos. Some kids riding bicycles. That's a picture of a lake in the fall. Things that make me happy. There's like on a road trip kind of thing. Fishing doesn't make me happy, but you know, lakes are always seem calm and serene. And then of course, Winnie. I am calm. Aw, Carla, back to the Stone Age. Boo. This is perpetually me. I came in here for something. And then the comic says, the lady saying, I just feel like sometimes you take me for granted. And the cat's over there like, I literally have no idea who you are. Hey, Christine, how you doing? Welcome. And then this is just some random foods and a guy skydiving. Sure. And then this says amazing things will happen. I didn't put a date on that one, so who knows? This is day 20 over here. And then these are the last 2 pages. It's a meme and a black and white photo from a magazine about photography that was from the 70s. It's a dandelion, and it's kind of a macro photo, and I really liked it. So that's day 48 on both of these. So that's our book 2.
Here you go.
What is it?
You said you wanted a ticket with a little color.
You couldn't write any smaller than that? A little Smart ass. I didn't see that.
I know.
Hey, Steffi G.
Be very glad.
Why?
Because it was rude.
As rude as that?
I'm number one?
In many ways. None of them are kind.
Remember, at some point over the next couple of days, I'm going to be taking scissors to your hair.
No, you're not. Are you anywhere near my hair? So those are books 1 and 2. On to book 3. So this is the very first one I did for the 12 of 22. It's an upcycled. There was like information from a crock pot or I don't know what inside here, and that got tea dyed. And then I made it into the little. The first one was like an actual junk journal. So that's the cover. That's from that pack of stuff I have that I think it's Dina Wakley. I'm not sure, and I'm not going over to get it. So there was the first collage in there. And these I all did by myself because I wasn't going live. This is day 80, which is 5/21. Day 80? Day 50. Yeah, because I got good handwriting. Day 50. Over here, there was a window envelope. And that says have an open heart. And that's just a picture I liked from a magazine. Over here, I printed up some memes and stuff, which I think they speak for themselves. And this is kind of where it went to single page, single image, almost things, because I was just not in a good headspace, but I wanted to push through and keep, excuse me. Let me get a drink. Hold on. And keep going, you know. Elephant. Believe in yourself. This is from Artie Dar's package she sent me. And it says, I guess peace out, bitches isn't an appropriate way to leave a PTA meeting. And then I just like this picture of this girl. And I thought that was an appropriate word to go with it. And I like this polka dotty background paper. I love the bird. I'm not normally a bird person, but I felt like he had attitude. It is when I leave. And I think he's dangerous and deranged, so I went with it. Let's see. It's just a lady in a big hat. You know, I got a thing about hats. And then it's a lady up on a ledge somewhere, like sitting on a rooftop. And it says, let life surprise you. It's a pig. It's a piggy bank. Pig. Okay, sorry. This is the cover off one of those mini Dollar Tree coloring books. And just a meme that I had printed up. And it worked in this small space. There's something back there that I glued something in the background. And then a little washi tape. And then one of those, you know. I think this is from Artie Dar as well. It's beginning to look a lot like cocktails. This is not part of the book. I mean, it's a page that I made in the original book. I have this little book, and the pages in the cover were about this size. It's called Think Happy, Be Happy, and it's just full of inspirational kind of things. Oh, don't you feel bad for all the nice ladies named Karen out there? A little bit. And then another meme. I printed up. I wanted an image from online to do, and then I got a little carried away collecting up stuff. So I printed up a couple pages and I used them. And then I thought she was kind of sassy. We're on day 72, and then you get Dolly and the owl that looks droopy eyed. Attitude is everything. Then there's that kid. He's just all in. Over here, I thought that was funny. I can do this. There you go. It's not going to come into focus, is it? It says believe in yourself. Carla, I haven't met a nice Karen yet. This says you are enough. This is from, these are from one of those Tim Holtz small talk kind of things. And then there's this picture of this lady. Isn't she colorful? Live your dreams with passion. And I love the little penguin. Love his colorful beak. Today is full of possibilities. This is in Tokyo. It's very bright and colorful. What's lies? What, I don't know what you're talking about. This one is out of that book, Think Happy, Be Happy. I love myself when I'm laughing. Yeah, I think it is. I'm pretty sure it's a puffin. He's got a mouthful of something. He's having a little snacky. And then over here, kind of a twist on Little Red Riding Hood. And this says, I'm happiest when I'm with you. It's a wolf, and then that's from that. I think it's Dina Wakley. It's kind of a boho hippie-ish thing. And then I added some color to these pages. Leave a little sparkle wherever you go, because her lipstick is all sparkly. And then I got the guy in the drink, snorkeling in the drink. It says nothing in moderation. And then it says craving satisfied. So this was day 58. So, and then Alice actually laughed at me for this one. I couldn't help myself when I was on the Mimi thing. We wees to quacking. Okay, Angie, good night. Thanks for spending a little time with us. So that's book 3. And that takes us to book 4, the current book. That's the day I printed the memes. I love this one. I've used it in my personal journal. I don't know. I just really, this one speaks to me, and every time I see it. This is day 79, which was 6/19. Do what you love, even if it means you're broke, which I am. This one says, go where your heart takes you. You can see that these ones are very minimal. This says, make it happen. And then there's a giant s'more and a Airstream trailer and a bicycle. This one says, be amazed, and it's part of the desert Southwest. I think that's up by Red Rocks. These are days 82 and 83. And I just love this picture. It's slightly out of focus, but it's 2 old people having milkshakes together. They just made me happy. So this was just all about picking something that made me happy, that made me happy. And then this one I thought was a little creepy. Not the picture itself, but it says the leaves transform. So will you. Into what? Into what? And you can see I haven't finished this book. This one over here is day 97. This is today's. This is the one I did this morning when I was punch drunk. It's a giant hamburger and some Brussels sprouts. That's a wish come true for me. Not for anybody but me, though. I haven't done this one yet. I need to get something to put in the little pocky. And then that one's day 92. That's from the day before, the 7/2. I haven't done the middle yet because I think I want to do one big kind of thing. This is the other pocket. So we got a little old school picture of Tom Petty. And then we've got this lady. And this one.
Honey.
Yeah.
Hamburger and a Brussels sprout works for somebody else too, and It's just that they're having trouble getting to you because they're pushing a pull door.
But are they wearing a costume?
Yes, they are. Giant banana costume.
I don't know if I can get behind that.
It's a guy in a giant banana costume.
That's very phallic.
Yeah.
Okay. So my person is just a giant walking penis?
He
That
can
sounds
be.
about right.
He can be.
Goes with the rest of the... Jesus. That says sue your hairdresser. I don't know. The article was pretty uplifting. She chose that look. Carla with the eggplants for the win. This is my 4th of July spread. I did some vintage images that I had been saving for the day. And I do have some fabric to put a little tab on here if I want to. Some 4th of July fabric that I've had for a while. That serves no other purpose. It's now I got to wait till next year to use it. And then today I will be brave because, this is the 5th. Just a random collection of things. Lobster claw lemon. There's some greenery down here. This guy, I don't know what he's doing. And a clock. Giant watch. Nothing on those 2 pages. This is 626. It's one of those little pop-up campery type things. Then these 2 kids in the rain. They're definitely living in the moment. Because when you're a kid, everything seems like a good idea. Just some pictures of things I liked right there. That's from yesterday. If you had a bowling ball, I would say bowling. This is from the day before yesterday. She's like, she got the big spoon and the giant bowl of ice cream. And I went there, a sweet escape. This one says be open to whatever comes next. I got a lot of tent images apparently. And that's where we're at. That brings us current. So you can see I still have, let's see, how many sides do I have left in here? 2, 3, plus the card, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and if I want to do the inside of the covers, 13 and 14. So, and maybe the back. I don't know. We might leave the back as is. Or we could put another one of this type. This one's not terribly creative. It's just I picked an image because that was about all the oomph I had that day. And I wanted to make sure that I was doing my scraps of joy. So 4 books in. What day are we on? When I do tomorrow's, it will be day 98. I made myself a list so I don't have to keep going. What day is that? So 4 books, and I have other books. There's never a shortage of books around here. And then it's late, so if you want, we can be done. How long have we been on for? I know most of you have to work tomorrow because it's a Friday. I'm going over there. It's going to take a minute to load because that's how it rolls. You know how slow it is. My computer's got to think about everything for a while before it does anything. No, I don't want to do that right now. Stop popping up. Stop it. Okay. Well, 29 minutes. You have no glue books. What do you do with all your scraps? You probably make clusters and fun things like that. You probably have actual uses for your scraps besides gluing them in a book and going, yeah. I love glue books. So this was our summer glue book that we made. Y'all, I had a realization today. I glued in the end papers upside down. This page, front and back, 100% upside down. So we're just going to glue some collages over that and pretend it did not happen. She's not allowed to burn things in the house like cigarettes. And I didn't say she wasn't allowed. They did it for the granny kids. So we have a good chunk of pages in here. This could go a couple of summers, or it could last one summer for if I'm really into it. Clusters and hidden paper clips. Cool. That's a good use for scraps, and you probably could use some of them for die cuts or bunches. Scraps are good for all that kind of stuff. He gets desperate to get out there sometimes, y'all. I don't know how he does that. So we can start this tonight, or we can do this tomorrow and hang it in the hollow. I will be live tomorrow at 5, and it will be a long session. We'll spend some time because I know I haven't been live, and I have not. I didn't answer a lot of messages because I didn't want to bring anybody down. I was really just not in a very good place, and I apologize for my absence. Yes, if anybody is available, if you don't have plans or you're not going to some other live, because it happens, there are always many lives on a Friday night. But I will be live at 5 my time, which is 6, 7, and 8 across the country. If you live in Hawaii, I don't have any idea. I'm sorry. I suck at that sort of thing. Or overseas. Google it. Google is your friend. It'll tell you if it's 5 o'clock in Nevada, what time is it here? And it'll tell you. I just, I struggle with reaching out. I feel like I'm bothering people. And then, if I'm depressed, I slice my finger. It doesn't hurt, though. I don't know. But my hands are fuchsia. And I've got coffee on the stove that's going to go in starting tonight. That's one of the colors for this month. Coffee and falling leaves is the other color this month. I can't help it. I do not reach out to people, even just for fun stuff, because I feel like I'm bothering them. But I need to message a couple of people. Message me in the middle of, smack in the middle of when I wasn't feeling too spiffy, and I don't think I responded to them at all. So to go back and smooth some things over, because I was a jackass. Not intentionally, though. I'd be like, oh, I'll answer it later. And then it would be the next day, and I'd be like, I need to answer that. But I'll do it later. Nautical bowls. What are nautical bowls? Is that a food or a themed, like a bowl with nautical stuff painted on it? Hey, Janice, how's it going? We were just flipping through the Scraps of Joy. We're on book 4 with Scraps of Joy. And current even. I hope you're doing good. I think we're actually getting ready to go off, but I will be live tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Els has threatened to chain me to my computer. It's ooh, that's a wonderful thing for the summer. How do I not know about this? Nautical bowls. I'll have to look it up. Now I need a piece of paper. The Crafter's Dilemma. Oh, and I wanted to show you guys something. Maybe just for kind of opinion's sake. You guys remember when I made this journal? Piece of paper. Amy, you have 900 notepads. Why can you never find a notepad when you want one? Because I'm a dork. Nautical. I don't know if they have them here, but fruit smoothie. Cool. I gotta look that up. That's a thing. It's not sticky here, but it's hot. We went out yesterday to go get portisheads, maybe, and we stopped at the Savers because it's in the same, little shopping thing. And Savers had diddly. Dorks unite. I'm a dork too. Woohoo! We'll be our own support group. There's nothing wrong with being a dork, by the way. Nothing. It takes years of practice and hard work. Oh, humidity's gross. 86%. I would die. Oh. And it's not even over 100 yet. It's just a smidge humid. It's probably like 14% humidity. You guys would laugh, but we are such humidity weenies that that's a lot. But it was hot in the car. But Els got her AC fixed, so there was that. Pepper got her AC fixed. Oh my goodness. So, and I'm sorry, 86% humidity. I hear some places in the South and maybe California, I don't know, they're having like 90% humidity or better, plus over 100 degrees. That's just wrong. Yeah, you get used to whatever it is. Just like it could be 60 here and we think it's cold. And Canadians are running around in shorts going, it's nice weather. And where's the pool? And they don't even need a heated pool. They're just like, let's get in the pool. They used to come every year to Scottsdale and they wanted a hotel with a pool. So I made this journal, guys, and I have sat down to use it a bunch of times. Okay, let me preface this with, I love the cover. And I love the size of the journal, and I love the actual journal. But I just can't get into, you can see I've collected up a bunch of things. So to revisit it, let me set this stuff aside. Damn it, I keep throwing that thing on the floor. Back you go. Drop more than one thing. You can't trust me for a minute with anything. Throw it right on the floor. So I finished it off with some washi tape because we didn't get an even edge on this crinkled paper, and a little newsprint. I did that front and back, and I've got some book corners for it, but I can't find my pliers because I'm a genius. 40 degrees, and I'm like, shorts, let's go. That's crazy. Nothing on the back cover because, I like the back to be plain. And then just had a variety of pages, and there are some where we had to refold, which, if you're gonna, whether you're journaling this or collaging in it, you can always add a strip of like painter's masking paper or other various things to kind of cover that up if you want to. I've got some map pages. We had some full pictures from that one poetry book that has kind of the macro, the really big photos. We had some of the quilter's graphing paper, some of that green tint dot matrix paper, old school. This is from a blotter thing off a desk where you could make notes on the side and a blank in the middle. So if you're on the phone, you could doodle and take notes. We got this is one of the few colored things in here, but I think it goes. That county court docket from Ellsworth County, Kansas. When I journal on here, I usually just add some painter's masking paper over if I want to write on it. If you're using it as a glue book, there's no need for that shenanigans. These can always be cut off, if we hate them. And then we're hitting the middle, which we had a nice piece of tea-dyed paper going on. And then we're heading back the other way. And there's the picture on the other side. And we kept it kind of black and white and architectural was really what we were going for. So I have thought this could be like urban decay or a kind of a haunted thing or just a showcase of vintage black and white. But I'm going to put on the book corners, and I think I'm going to sell this one, guys. I just can't get into it. I love the journal. Oh, wow. That's cool. I was still wearing their shorts and flip flops. Oh my God, Janice! Like that's quite a juxtaposition. But yeah, it's kind of like that. Ooh, Tattered Angels, nice. Yeah, I think I'm gonna offer it up for sale, but I'm gonna offer it with. I got to do a search of a few more things, but I've collected up. Elle's let me dig through her stuff, so we have some, not just these pieces. These are some vellum, kind of vintagey looking. So I did one of the things I actually accomplished while I was depressed. Go me, was I processed about 1.5 foot high pile of magazine images, words, and stuff like that. So I pulled out all the black and white and I put in here what I thought was appropriate for the cover. Now that's not saying the person who buys it will use it, but if for this, they might just get the images for the. They're mostly from images, a few are from books. So these are some of these are Depression era. To get a guy on a boat. Some of them are people, and some of them are just buildings and stuff. Because I wanted to keep with the kind of, if you wanted to do like haunted or just kind of when things fall apart, because it's not always modern, you know. There's a crowd picture where you could like circle somebody and go, you know, that's a ghost. Another boat picture. Here's a dock. This one is like a street scene. I think this is in an Asian country, and the larger picture, which I couldn't salvage because it was on 2 different pages, is a very narrow street with these buildings on either side that are really close together. So people with spyglasses. This is a cardstock one. It's a building in progress, getting some repairs. Sometimes I'm not sure which way things go. It goes this way. It's a guy sitting on the stairs in like a subway or a something like that. But you could cut him off if you know, or cover him up with something. These are from, I think, a travel magazine, black and white photos. This is from that 70s photography book. A little bit of black and white industrial. There's a lady in a hat. Ladies in hats. Because I got a thing about hats, you know me. A street scene. Okay, so now we're hitting some of the, we got, there's going to be some Tim Holtz people in there. Some of these, I don't know what they're called. These, they're like, came out of one of those photo booth things. So I just picked out a few different ones that I thought might be fun. Okay. Another Tim Holtz people. It's a faux vintage playing card. This is Elle's ephemera that is faux vintage, but could work well in the journal, depending. Oops, that doesn't go there. I don't know where that came from. Some stickers, some little metal. This could work or not work depending on what somebody ultimately wants to do with the. Now this is part of the original pack of stuff that I had saved out. I'm keeping in the mustache for whoever gets the book. And these are out of that New York Then and Now book. They're the images that I cut down, which could work for haunted or just however you want to go with it. There's that building. I'm in love with that building. I don't know why. Here we go. I'm going to put in several pieces of the painter's masking paper in green and brown. If you want to cover things up or use it, you know, crumple it up and ink it. And I'm going to go through this book and pull a few more pictures. I have no idea what that's the holdup. So various sizes that should fit. All of these should fit in the book. Everything fit inside the cover. So that's a fire in a building. So really you could totally go haunted with this, you know. You could like circle an apartment and, you know, go apartment 404 or apartment 732 and then put a little picture of a person next to it. I had ideas, but every time I sat down to work on it, I feel blocked. So I wanted to go to somebody who will love it and use it because it's a gorgeous journal. I'm super happy with it. Love the size. Love the images. For whatever reason, I can't get there, and I don't want it to just sit around being unloved. I will take the clips off before I mail it and put everything, you know, nice, all nicey nice. But even these are big enough for the pages in there. And I have a couple more piles of stuff to go through. I think I might have a few more. But a lot of people have, you know, they have photographs and their own black and white kind of things that they can add. But I wanted to start it off with a little something. So I will offer it. I'll do a video when I'm done putting on the corners and stuff. And offer it to people from Patreon and the Darkwood Sanctuary Facebook group before I offer it in my Etsy shop. Or if you're in here and you genuinely want to buy it, you can contact me. I adore it. I adore the size. I love the paper inside. I think it's, you know, it's one of the projects I've been happier with. I love the fabric. And this is coffee dyed Tim Holtz fabric. You know, I don't do much in the way of Tim Holtz, which is why I had to get some of that ephemera. They're always raising the prices. I'm afraid to look. But I think it's a great project for somebody who, you know, I'm just not motivated for this at the moment. And I think it's gorgeous. And so it only needs a couple of things and I need to go through a little pouch of stuff. So, but that's currently what's going into it. And it won't have too much more that goes into it. Because I think that's a pretty generous amount as it sits. And I may have I may include like a little metal book plate and some keys and stuff. I have a few metal pieces that I can add. But that's what that's going to look like. So, I just thought I'd show that to you guys and let you know. And then, so tomorrow, summer glue booking, guys, do you any special requests on things we should do? Because we're obviously going to do more than one thing tomorrow. If I do a longer session, we're not necessarily just going to sit in summer glue book the whole time. So if anybody has suggestions for things they'd like to see going on, I can work on my 12 of 22, or I can, we can at least think about it. There's always creepy collaging. Because I sorted through that big ass stack, I've got new creepy stuff. New old creepy stuff. We may do a little magazine harvesting tomorrow because it's been a hot minute, you know. I still have some piles to go through. Don't get me wrong. There's still more stuff hanging out around in here for me to sort. But I did put a huge dent in that. So I think we're going to wrap it up, you guys. I hope I will see some of you tomorrow. If not, I hope you have, right? Shabby chic is new for me. It's not something I've done before. So I can at least think about where I want to go with it and we can discuss it and bounce around ideas and brainstorm with each other. If you are so inclined, that would be awesome. Some Amy stories. Oh my gosh, before I forget, because I won't be able to eat it if I don't show it to you. We went to Michael's to pick up something yesterday. Else had to pick up. She found this Bob Ross flavor palette. Strawberry, raspberry, and apple green. Paintbrush dip in candy in 3 fruity flavors. And just so you're aware, Bob Ross and images are registered trademarks of Bob Ross Inc. Copyright Bob Ross Inc. All rights reserved. Used with permission. Mix colors for a flavor masterpiece. And so I'll have to save the Bob Ross and use him. I'm trying blue and white. Yeah, I'm mint green is usually a thing, and like a muted or distressed teal. I'm not a pink flowered person really. So yeah, I'm gonna I'll eat it and I'll tell you how it was. There's quite a bit of powder. Do you remember, did you guys do, what was it called? Fun Dip? Is that when you went to the movies you could get the pouch with the little like candy spoon thing and you dipped it in the stuff? And the spoon tasted gross, but the little sugar crystals were good. Anybody else? Just me? Okay. Yeah, Fun Dip. That's it. So I knew somebody else would have. I don't know if you could get it outside the movie theater. That's the only time I ever saw it. I had Fun Dip, and the movie we went to see was Brer Rabbit. And then they never showed that movie again anywhere. Oh, Pixie Sticks, yes. For a sugar high. Make my mouth water a little bit right there. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I hope to see you guys tomorrow. 5 p.m. my time, 6, 7, and 8 across the country. And we'll go for a few hours. We'll do a few things. Yeah, Kid Crack for sure. Snort a line of this. You'll never be the same. Sugar straight into your brain. Yeah, so count on seeing me then. Elle said that she would chain me to my desk if I didn't do it, so there we go. I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening tonight and a good day tomorrow, and I will see you. If you are not able to come to hanging in the hollow for any reason, I wish you the best weekend possible. I wish everyone the best weekend possible. I hope it's amazing, and maybe it will cool down a little bit. I don't know. Certainly hot, H-O-T, hot, hot, hot. So however you guys are spending your days and nights, I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. Each and every one of you absolutely deserves it. Until I see you in one of my lives or in a box somewhere, I wish you the happiest of crafting. Bye, 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 bye. Bright blessings and hugs and hisses to all of you. The end. Blessed be Carla.